Now, you guys, initially I didn't have this action figure of Talos from the movie Captain Marvel. I just wasn't interested in purchasing this toy, but then I saw the movie and this guy instantly became my favorite character from the movie Captain Marvel. What is going on, Draw2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new tutorial for you guys, and today we are going to go back to Captain Marvel related tutorials to bring you a Talos the SKRULL tutorial. Real quick, you guys, on this channel I make a lot of step-by-step drawing tutorials of your favorite fictional characters. So if you guys like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell as well, and also don't forget to hit that like button on this video. So like I said in my intro, you guys, Talos the SKRULL is my favorite character from the Captain Marvel movie. Now, if you guys have seen the movie, you'll kind of understand why. If you guys have not seen it, be warned. I'm trying to keep the comment section of this video spoiler free because there is some spoilers to it, but you know, I can't monitor it 24/7, so just be careful when you're commenting if you guys haven't seen the movie yet. But yes, there's definitely some character developments with this character that was a good surprise. I enjoyed that surprise, and yeah, I think it made the movie all the more better. Alright, so before you start, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, you guys, grab your drawing tools. Let's draw Talos the SKRULL.
Skrulls are infiltrating your planet. They're shapeshifters.
Alright, you guys, let's get started with our Talos tutorial. Now I've got my paper in landscape mode because we're going to kind of only be drawing him up to mid-torso. This is a relatively easy one. The past couple of tutorials from Captain Marvel have been, you know, pretty long, so I'm going to try to make this one a little bit shorter. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is going to be a pretty symmetrical drawing, and I'm going to start by drawing my head here, as I usually do, and I'm going to draw my circle here at the center, just like this, and I'm using light strokes. Hopefully you guys can still see that in camera. It looks like I can, or you can, and there you go. Okay, from there I'm going to draw two straight lines going down the sides, and then sharp points for the jaw here. Got those, and then right here I'm going to draw like a little bit of a U shape like that for the chin. We're going to shape that a little bit later on, okay? The SKRULLs in the movie are pretty thin, so I'm going to draw him with a thin neck like this. It is going to be covered by the collar, and I actually have the SKRULL, as you guys saw from the intro of the video. I have the action figure of the SKRULL, so this is what I'm talking about right here. That's the collar. It's going to hide the thin neck, so I'm not too worried about the thin neck. I've got the neck sort of that long, okay, kind of just up to the chin here, and then I'm going to bring the shoulders outward a little bit more. They're not broad, like diagonal like this, so they're a little bit more straight like this, okay? So just keep that in mind as you go, okay? Now for the body, I'm just going to draw two lines from here, going down, going a slightly narrower as you go down, just like this, okay? You want to make sure that you're not drawing this too far apart, because then that would make his body too broad, and you don't want to make it too skinny narrow either. Now this is just the torso part. He will have some shoulders kind of sticking out here, and another shoulder sticking out this way. Okay, so this goes a little bit further out, and then I'm just going to draw the arm coming out like this, and then the armpit is going to be right around here. Okay, same thing around here. And this one, the shoulder is going to be a little bit more rounded than this, and I'll explain that a little bit later on. I didn't catch it in the movie. It's only now that I'm drawing it that I realize that his shoulders are different from each other. As you guys can see, this right here, can you guys see that? This right here and this are two different ones. This one's a little bit more round, and this one's got like this point right here. Okay, so there's Talos, or Talos. I believe it's Talos. I've only seen the movie once. Let me know in the comment section what, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Okay, there you go. So this is a jacket, so I don't mind it being a little bulky. Actually, I do mind a little bit about how how broad he became. So let me just narrow down the arms a little bit and just narrow down the arms a bit, and that's nothing too hard. And I know a lot of people get frustrated in the comment section. They'll say, oh, you're erasing too much, Ramny. Well, you know, art is all about making mistakes, and that's okay. And you know what, I'm not going to try to get everything right in the camera the first time around, because I've tried doing that and it hasn't worked out. I've wasted a lot of time, you know. So there you go. There is our initial SKRULL drawing, a little bit symmetrical, a little bit not symmetrical. So let's zoom in on the face and let's get started on TALOS's ears and his facial expression, essentially. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is erase this line right here and draw where the eye line is going to be. So eye line is going to be right around here. Okay, and then the nose is going to be right here, and the mouth is going to be right here. That's sort of the idea there. All right, so now what we're going to kind of do is draw two lines going up from the chin, going to each side of the mouth like that, and then this is going to go out, and it makes this cheekbones, so this way, and then curves to the little corner here. And there you go. And then from here, let's draw the ears. So above the eye slightly, this goes out like that and like this. Okay, right here goes up and then kind of goes out and then goes to the ear. Don't make it stick out too far. So up, out, and then up again towards the ears. There you go. Now let's just shape the head so that it's not like a perfect circle. Give it a little bit of an organic rounded shape and not a marble or a ball. So there you go. Looks more like an egg. Here. Okay, so now let's start drawing out the eyes. So if I were to draw a line, let me extend that line. Let me actually extend it all the way down to, you know, down the torso like this. There. So now we know where the center line is. We can work our way from it. Okay, right here, I'm going to draw the nose. It's going to be a V shape like this. I'm going to erase some guidelines just to make it a little bit clearer for you guys. Okay, and then it goes flat out, and then it goes rounded. Okay, and then this goes up like that. Okay, so what makes it alien is you got these corners. They kind of look a little bit sharper. Okay, now from here I'm going to draw like this, kind of like an eyebrow. Now they don't have eyebrows, so I'm just going to draw it like that. And then the eyes are kind of within that recess. So right here. And the way I'm drawing the eye, I'm going to draw it here on the side. So it sort of goes like this and then curves like that. Okay. And then the bottom part is just a little bit more round, like that. Okay, and then I do the same thing here. So a little corner. Now this corner right here sort of touches the brow. Okay, and then round like that, and then round it off like this. Now the trick is to try to make it the same as on the other side, same place and everything. So let me just tilt my page and just give me a chance to try to get it as symmetrical as possible. And sometimes tilting your page will make it easier for you to do that. So that's why I'm doing this. So I'm just adjusting my eyes so that it looks right. So making it narrower. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'll grab myself another pencil. And then let's draw some facial expressions. lines out from the nose. Okay, and then the lower lip. Actually, draw my nose like this, so kind of just flat with this little bump right here. Okay, and then thin upper lip. And then the lower lip is going to be what's different. So here's the lower lip. And then I'm going to extend the chin. My chin is a little too narrow now. I've made it a little too narrow, so I'm going to make it a little bit lower. You guys might not need to. I'm going to draw a line in the center here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this shape so that you got like these two bumps here. One on this side and the other on that side. There. And then let's just make this a little bit more organic. By organic, I mean like lose the straightness and make it a little bit more rounded. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's draw wrinkles under the eyes here. One, like that. So two wrinkles under the eyes. And then I'll draw the pupils now. I'm going to have them stare straight ahead. Now make sure when you're doing the placement of this that you're not making it cross-eyed. I kind of just did, so fixing it slightly. Now for this one, the pupils are a little bit thick on the outside, so the way that I'm drawing it, I draw it a little bit thicker, right? Like that. And then on the inside, I'm going to draw another thick one like this. Like that. Okay, so it looks unnatural, like it doesn't look human. There you go. Brows here, so I'm going to make these like that, so it looks like he's got the brows. And then this goes outward, goes up, spreads like this, and then goes up again. Okay. Okay, now let's get this line right here. Let's get that right. There you go. I had it go to the side of the eye right here and right here as well. Now this goes over and to the side. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. This way and to the side. Now you want to make sure that you're reaching the same kind of height. There you go. Spot here. Kind of goes like that. There. And then let's do one more from here. Goes up to the side. So curves in and up. Okay. Now, when you're here, when you draw these lines, you want to create a little dent where those lines meet. There you go. So it sort of looks like this, where the lines kind of meet. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense, but that's how it's done. Okay. Good. Not quite done. There's a lot of details on Talos's face. Plus, he's got like this hairline right here. So let's draw those in. Okay. Let's draw the ears first. Start here and sort of work your way all the way to the top. That acts as the kind of like the earlobe. There you go. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw like this curve and this curve. And then just get those ears, and that's it. Okay, now the nose is going to be, there's like a lot of lines in the nose. Not sure if you can see it here. There's like this pointy one. So I'm going to start with a V right here. Sort of makes this diamond shape. Like that. And then goes up the nose, the bridge of the nose, like that. And and then there's another one here, and then another one right here. So if I were to ink those, I would use the thinner ink, or the ink with a smaller nib, not the thickest nib. So I would probably use 0.3 for these lines and probably 0.5 for the rest. Just a little inking tip there. Okay, now let's draw some creases from the mouth going up to the top. So this goes like that. Okay, so let's draw two lines symmetrical like this, and then a little V shape right there. This kind of goes towards the eye and then goes away from the eye and then up the side. Okay, where it meets this line. Okay, and then same thing towards the mouth first. I'm going to draw two of them. And this goes up and out. This goes out. Goes up and out to the side. And this one goes up to the cheekbone like that. There's a lot more details, you guys. I could go a little bit more with this. I'm going to draw one more tiny one there, one more tiny one on that side, and I'm going to leave it like that. Now right here, kind of just along the side of his mouth, just below his mouth, he's got like this two little, I don't know what you call them, dimples, dents on the face, and it goes along the side of his mouth like this. Okay, and then on this side, this goes up to the lip. One line there, one line here. And then the lip sort of becomes this funny looking texture. Okay, so right here, like that. So let's draw these lines in first. Here, and then one more. There, and there. Okay, and then the texture of the lip sort of becomes this bumpy texture on the outside. Okay, and then here on this side and this side, they just go straight, and then here kind of just goes this way, the sides of the lips, and then this goes out, and then it just goes, yeah, it just goes to the side, and goes out to the side. So there's a lot of these wrinkles on the Skrull, and you guys can probably see that here. It's just a lot of these chin wrinkles. Very cool. So it's very detailed. And then as for the hairline, there's like these two little points, or two, I don't know what you call them. So two sections that go down, and I'm just going to draw spots like this all the way to the top until it sort of comes together and forms this line. And you want to make sure that it's not symmetrical, because it's supposed to be organic looking spots. So this one goes past the line, kind of goes towards the nose, but this one sort of just ends here. Okay, and then he's got some on the side of his face as well, so you guys can see right here. So I'm just going to draw just a little bit on the side of the face here, like that, and also some on the opposite side here. There. Okay, so there's our Talos face right there. Now let's get started with the collar. He does have, sorry, let me just get all that dust out of the way there. And let's draw this collar right here. I'm going to start from the chin. I'm going to draw a line going this way and then down. Okay, like an L shape. And then, yeah, pretty much along the center line here. This goes towards the shoulder. And this goes straight, and then sort of goes towards the shoulder in the same position. But it just looks a little bit different. Okay, so this one I make a little point with it as well. Okay, bring this up, and then up. This goes slightly slanted and then goes straight up like this. And then this goes, imagine this one sort of going around to the other side like this. And then from here, bring this towards the chin like that. And then same thing here. This goes towards the chin like this. Okay, so that's now the, what do you call it, like the collar piece. And if I color that in, then you'll know which one the collar is and which is the neck. Not sure what the neck of a squirrel looks like. I didn't take a look at the autopsy, you know, the autopsy that they were doing on the squirrel. Yeah, that one. Okay, so, okay, there we go. I'm gonna draw this little 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then just round it off. So that's just like a little separate, almost looks like a jewel piece to the collar. I'm gonna double up on the collar like this, just to give it some texture. Now the coat itself has a lot of texture to it, so you want to keep that in mind. Okay, good. So we're pretty much ready to draw. Let's draw the larger elements of the jacket, and then let's draw the smaller elements later on. Okay, so here's our shoulder. Let's draw a seam from here, going all the way up to the shoulder like this. Almost to the corner here, but not quite the corner. Okay, from here I'm going to draw a line going down across to this seam, and then goes down again, and then out. Okay, so here's like, almost like, looks like a shoulder patch. Okay, right here, this goes down and then out to the side. Okay, right here we have like this 1, 2, and then 3 like this. And then this one goes across like that. And then from here goes up like this. Okay, I'm gonna double up on these lines. So 2 lines there, 2 lines here. And while we're at it, I'm going to draw these as 2 lines as well. This one as well as this one. So basically, you see how his jacket has different textures to it. There's like purple elements and gray elements to it. Not unlike his, like this is the comic book Skrull. So it looks a little bit different, but you know, it's purple and gray still, purple and bluish, dark blue. So that's the color scheme here. Okay. Now from here, this goes towards the collar, straight, and then up the collar like that. Okay, I'm gonna draw that 1, 2, and I'll draw it one more time. So it's a pretty big division on his jacket there. Okay, now let's go on this side. This is going to go this way, and this way. Okay, almost kind of pointing to the armpit here. And then this goes down, diagonal, like this, and then down. And this is kind of just a design that they incorporated in a Skrull jacket just to make it look more alien. There you go. So I'm just doubling up on those lines. Okay, from the armpit, there's a kind of a straight line that goes all the way to this, kind of above this corner point. Double up on that, and then there's these set of lines going like this. Okay, and then on this side, this goes down towards the side of the jacket like this. So that's kind of the seam. Okay, again, just doubling up on that line like this, and then just going down the side here, make it less straight. Same thing over here, make it less straight, like that. Okay, this goes up and goes kind of towards the armpit here, and then goes down. again, double line again here, and then goes down. Okay, so that makes up the jacket. There's a lot more detail in the jacket, and I'm kind of still trying to figure out whether I should teach you guys how to do it or not. I might as well. Okay, but before we do that, there's another kind of a shoulder patch. Goes down this way, towards the side, and then out to the side, like that. Looks like a harder material than the rest of the jacket. The rest of the jacket sort of goes like this, goes down, double line going across like that. Okay, here's the armpit part, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw the sides of the arms like this. Not a lot of muscle definition here because it is a jacket. Okay, spot right here. I'm going to draw these lines going down like that and like that. Okay, double again, and then here and here. So it sort of makes this armband that has this V shape, upside down V shape. Okay, and then lastly, there's like this rounded patch that goes from here, goes out like that. Okay, on the other side, on this arm now, let's go from here. This goes down and it goes like this. Okay, I'm going to do that twice. Now, again, as you guys are drawing this and you guys are having a hard time catching up, just pause the video. This goes like this and then down and then across. Okay, double lines. Uh-oh, my pencil broke. Okay. Now, from here, this goes up and then parallel like that. Okay, and then the rest. So that's our jacket right there. There you go. So there's not much detail to it, but what you can do, and let's do it one at a time, and I'm going to draw it a little thin, is you can create these lines going around the jacket. So this one goes across like this. I'm going to draw that very thin when I ink it later. This also goes across. Pause this video as you go, you guys. Okay. This part right here goes down. So I'm going to start right here, go down, goes down here as well, and then down over here. Okay. And then here kind of goes across, so diagonal. And I'm just going to draw like that. This goes down as well, but at a bit of an angle. Not really, but there you go. Okay, this one goes diagonal like this over here. Okay, this goes across, but it does like this funny thing where it goes up like that. So as you guys can see, it sort of starts to create this funny looking texture. This goes across here. Okay, and then this, for the most part, let me just draw like this faint diagonal line going like this. And also, I forgot, let's draw two lines like this and then down. And then another one right here, rounded like that. So here's just some designs on the side here. Oh, there you go. I drew this faint line because that's kind of where my lines change direction. Okay, so from here on the right side of that line, it goes across like this. And again, I would be using my thin inking pen to kind of ink these lines here. Okay, and then again, continue this going sideways like that. But along this line, it goes, changes direction, it goes down. Okay, there you go. And then same thing over here. So I'm going to draw this line that goes like this, faint line, and then another faint line right around here. So this goes like this. Not completely straight, right? You got a little bit of roundness to it. And now I'm going a little bit faster just to speed up the process, but feel free to pause this video so you guys can, you know, slowly work on those lines. So that goes straight up and down. Here goes sideways. And here it goes sideways as well. Okay, let me actually pause for just a moment here. I'm going to draw another faint line like that, because this goes up and down again. There you go. And then here goes up and down. Here goes across. And then this goes, there you go. So I drew this line right here, and then it changes direction on that side. And then here, it's a little bit weird, but let me just draw that line right there, and then the line going up. Okay, this goes like that, and then this goes down. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw this one like this. Okay, there you go. A few final things before we go. There's like this rounded triangle over here, and then I don't know, it seems like some sort of emblem right here as well. So I'm just going to draw like that, and then have a part that kind of sticks out right here, just like that. Okay, and then same thing over here, kind of a part that sticks out. This goes in like this, and then one more right here comes out. There we have it, you guys. Let me just, there you go. So it does look like it continues. So there's our TALOS the SKRULL in a little bit more detail. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's a little bit challenging. I mean, drawing TALOS was relatively easy, but it was a little bit of a challenge to, you know, get all of these details in the jacket. So that's the hard part right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It wasn't as short as I had imagined, but that's okay. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.